Good morning, everyone. My name is Kat Griffin, and this is Stitching with the Griffin number 81. As you've read the thumbnail, I do have a page finish, I do have a new start, and I do have some progress to show you on another project, and then we'll spin the wheel. I have not really been doing any reading since my last video. I mean, I have, but it's the Lit RPG books. The one by Pirate ABA, The Wandering Inn, that is the only one that I really like so far. And so I believe I left it in the description box below in my last video. If not, I will try to leave it in this one. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I hope that you like cross stitch, because that's basically what I'm going to be talking about and what this playlist is about. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you can see, the light, I'm still getting a glare because I have windows behind me, but it's very overcast today. So the lighting should be a little bit better than normal. We shall see how it goes. But yes, thank you to everyone who is visiting with me today. I very much appreciate you taking a little time out of your day to watch my videos. Now I have, like I said, 3 things to show you. The first one, I spun the wheel and it did my snow globe. Pardon me, I had lunch. This is the snow globe. That's Hogwarts in there, for those of you who do not recognize it. And it's just a number on there. This was given to me as a gift this past Yule. So that's what it looks like. And I had frogged it, started over. Then I had to frog a couple more spots. So I'll use the back of this. I know it's not white, but there's the restart. So, yep. Okay, so there we are. I am starting at the very top up here. Yeah, right here where the spire is in the castle. So right there, that is, the spire is going to be right here. That top part, tower, not spire, I guess, whatever. It's going to be right there. That's white right there, so you can't really see it. But yeah, there we go. It's a nice little start. I didn't work on it as much as I wanted to, but that's the story of my life. Let me put this up really quick so I don't forget. Project bag. Put it in here. Okay. And put it down there for now. That one, oh, I forgot. I'm in such a rush. I do apologize. It is a kit. It uses a DMC, knockoff DMC. It is done on 18 count generic Aida. 2/1 full cross in most places. Some of it has some half stitches. But the half stitches are even 2 strands, so there's that. There's going to be some back stitching in it, not a lot, but there is going to be some, so that's going to be fun. Now let me see if I can pull this up. Tablet. I don't know if you know him. I would hope so. Those of you who are returning viewers, you will have heard me mention Stitchman Darcy. I think several of you do follow him. I think you follow him anyway. And where did it go? Pardon me. I have lost. There it is. Stitchman Darcy. He has a YouTube channel. He has an Etsy store. He is a cross stitcher, and he is a designer, cross stitch designer. And I bought a pattern from him. I have to find it real quick. pardon me, I do, there we go. And let me make sure it's not on the chart before I show it to you. Okay, it is not. I have to adjust the brightness so we don't have a glare. Go up. Okay. I'm still gonna have a glare. Seriously? Pardon me. Let's go down a little bit more. Okay, how's that? Okay, so there it is. Red Rum, Murder Backwards, on a mottled gray background. It looks blue in there, I guess, but it's like a mottled gray. It's a very beautiful gray. I am doing it on his Yellow Submarine color. It's 2/1 full cross. He is using his chart calls for 817, which is dark, very dark coral red, and then the outline is a dark garnet. Mine that I'm using is 150. No. 814. So I am not using the call for, hold on. Yeah. I am using the dark color, the garnet color, I think. Let me see, hang on. I have lost my ever-loving mind. I have two different colors of red in here. Yeah. You can't tell. It's 150, DMC 150, and I will use the 814 to outline it. But look at how that pops on that yellow. Wow, you can't really see it. There we go. My color kind of grayed out. Can you see? It really pops on the Yellow Submarine. This Yellow Submarine is actually darker, like almost like a marigold gold. But I started the first letter. That's my new start. And funny enough, I started this because I was playing Shop Titans. I got my computer back, and so on the desktop on Steam I was playing Shop Titans. Now I've been playing Shop Titans for years, almost since they first started, and I'm in a guild with my youngest son, which is another reason why I play, but we have been playing together off and on for years. And I started playing it again when I got my computer back, and during the crafting phase I was trying to build up my inventory again, so I wasn't selling anything, so I was just sitting there waiting for my crafting queue to go off, and some of the items are 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes long. They are. And so I was like, I'm bored, twiddled my thumbs, and so I was like, I'm just going to try and do something simple. I had everything together, and I was like, I'm just going to do this. It's one color, no color changes. I do have to do a little bit of counting, but, you know, it's taking long enough that I can do it. And before I knew it, I had that, and I was doing really well. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is not only because I found it I can stitch while I'm playing a video game, but I also decided to do that with the last part of, and yes, you heard that right, the last part of the carousel horse that I'm doing, Mother's May Fancy. I have a page finished, but I used the game to help me focus on finishing the last bit, because I have a hard time starting things and I have a hard time finishing things. I don't know, I get so into it and I'm like, I don't want it to end. This is page 2 that I just finished, page 2. Let me get the picture out so you can see what it looks like when it's done. So here we go. This is by Donna Cooler, and this is what I'm calling page 2. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm doing half and half. I did not do the boot. For those of you who are new, I did not do the boot or the little stuff right here, but I did everything else. So the last little bit I had from the last time you saw this was right here. Well, I think I did a little bit more than that. But anyway, it's been almost 3 weeks. Almost 3 weeks, because this is my birthday stitch. And I was monogamous on this except for the... Anyway. So, I'm very, very excited. This is using DMC floss, 2/1 full cross. And let me fold it this way. Look at that. Look, look, look. It isn't that beautiful. I left off a little flower there, but that's okay. I've actually started working on the next page down here. So I'm going to do this side next because there's not as much as up in here. But I got it done. I am so, so happy. Look at that. Look at those colors. It's so beautiful. Yes, it does need backstitching. Backstitching is going to be a beast. But I don't care. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it looks even without the backstitching. Working this on black with the lighter color. Oh, just absolutely fabulous. I have one more week. 11 days. Yeah. Because there's 31 days, so 11 days to get it done. And I'm hoping I get at least halfway done. If I can get that bottom border, the 2 borders done in a week, I'll be thrilled to death. I will be happier than a pig in a poke. And apparently pigs and pokes are very, very happy. So, yes. I need to bring up one more. Okay. I know this is going a little fast, and I do apologize. It's my day off, and I have like a lot of things to do today. But I wanted to get this done first. I have done a bunch of stuff. By the time you see this, it will be 2 o'clock. Currently, it is 10 minutes after noon. And I've already done a few things this morning, but I need to do a bunch more things. What am I thinking about? So I'm trying to catch my breath here. I don't want to make this too quick. So yes, it's 2/1 full cross on 14 count Aida, black Aida. Again, it is by Donna Cooler. The book is Carousel Horses in Cross Stitch. It was produced in 1994. Let's see, Red Rum was Stitchman Darcy. The Snowglobe was, and that is on 18 count Yellow Submarine. This, I believe it was 18 count Yellow Submarine that I'm using, and I still have enough left. I should have enough left to do another small with that, the Yellow Submarine. I really like that color, I really, really do. I believe I purchased another piece of fabric from him. I just haven't kitted it up with anything yet. I'm still looking at that. Darcy does have some new charts out, some new kits out. Not quite my thing, but they are cute. He's got one called a Frazzled Owl. There's another one called, it's a little girl with a red balloon. She looks like she's seen some things, been through some things. There was another one. Can't remember. I think there was 3 he showed in his last video. You gotta go watch his video. He went to Stitch North, the big retreat. One of these years I'm gonna get to go to those. Stitch North is held in Canada. The big Stitch is being held in the UK. I don't know if it's England or Wales, but it's a really big retreat over there. I can't travel right now, or I'd love to go to these different retreats. I don't even think there's one in my area. I haven't seen one anyway. But anyway, so those are those, and we have one more thing we need to do now. in addition to my focus pieces for the week, I also do a secondary piece, and I use a decision wheel to do it, to choose one. When I'm done this month with Carousel Horse, I will actually be adding it to the wheel in order to try to finish it this year. Try. If I don't finish it by the end of the year, I will leave it till my next birthday month. But here's the decision wheel. And we'll press the finger. That didn't go very far. Okay, let's try this one again. There we go. What did it give us? Peaceful. Peaceful. That is Peaceful Shores. And I have to remember where Peaceful Shores is. Yeah, here we go. This is one that I've had forever and a day. It's by Designworks. It is a kit, but unfortunately most of what I'm using now is not part of the kit. First I lost the thread, and then I foobarred so bad on the fabric, on the stitching, that I just tossed the fabric out. I was so mad. I am using a 20 count. Where did it go? Oh. Okay, it's not in here. That does not make me happy. Pardon me, folks. It's right here. This is a 22 count Aida. I'm just going to fold this over. The original, I want to say, was 14 count, and I did not like 14 count. I tried stitching on it anyway. I mean, I do stitch on it, but I don't really care for it. But anyway, so that's 22 count, using the called for DMC floss, 2/1 full cross, and that is actually this bit here that is actually covered up some with this picture in a picture, so it doesn't really do it justice as to where everything is. And the colors appear to be a little bit darker than what's on here too, but that's what I will be working on this coming week, along with Carousel Horse. So that will be, I'm going to leave this out so that I can find everything. Should have been tucked at least off to the side, but anyway, so that's going to be what I do, so I'm happy about that. If you're just interested in my cross stitching, that was it. And I don't have any shout outs this week. I haven't really had a chance to look at anybody except for my usual suspects. You can go look at them. I have them down in the description box below. Pardon me, I'm going to sit back because my back hurts. Let me see, what am I thinking about? Yeah, if that's all you're interested in, then I will see you next week. And thank you for stopping in. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell, all that good stuff if you feel like it. Drop a comment. I do my best to answer them. Sometimes I've been late because life happens, but I do try my best to answer them. So again, thank you for stopping in. And now I have a little bit of update, I guess. I did get my big computer running. I am looking at some different camera mounts, and I need to get my phone upgraded, because I haven't been able to use it for a while. That being said, it's still going to be a while before I am able to actually properly edit. I don't see the need for it right now because I am so low tech. So eventually, when I start doing views from above, I probably will need to do that to kind of splice things together. But right now, things are things, just like you've been seeing. I am still struggling with hours at work, trying to do things. A little bit better. Hopefully when the season starts up, I will get a few more hours. But on the days off that I do have, I am still working on my business, the Emerald Emporium. It did its first drop on May 1st. I am doing the second drop on June 1st. I will be doing a drop every month, and it will be 10 items, 5 different things, but it'll be 10 items in total. I changed them up. I'm crocheting plants, crocheting gnomes. I added some pet rocks, or I'm going to be adding some pet rocks to the mix. Those will be on the website soon. In fact, that's one of the things I need to do today. I don't know if I've linked to it in any of my videos yet. I'm going to put it on my About page. But I will also, if I am able to, I'll put it on the down in the description box below as well. Let's see, any upcoming projects? Well, the project, I'm just going to finish out the carousel horse for this month, add it to the wheel, and then let me see, I will return to my 2 main pieces, which is the Magic of Books and the Map of Middle Earth. I'll start with the Magic of Books since I'm almost close to a page finish with that one. That'll be the first of the year. The first page finish on it for this year. I doubt I'm going to get that 4-page done this year. I'll be lucky if I get 2. Or 2 and, a smidge, because the last page on the top is like 4 columns, 4 or 5 columns wide, and then it's the full length of the page. I think it's like 8 blocks down. So have to see how that goes. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to keep going with it. It's beautiful. That top row is just absolutely gorgeous. I am thinking it's a 6x6. I think there's 36 pages in all, but I don't have one of those like seating chart things that show you which pages are what. So I'm just doing them in a line. I am not jumping around because I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know where they line up pretty much. So I'm just going to keep going with the way I'm going. Same thing with map. I do have like a seating chart with map, but I like just seeing how it flows and how it's going to develop in a line. So we'll just do it that way. Map is nowhere near done. I've got 1 column done, 1 row, 2 rows across done, and that's it, and there's still a bunch more left to do. So that's another long-term project that I don't mind doing. Peaceful Shores is going to take a while because it is smaller count. It doesn't matter to me. I can work equally well with the big as the small. I don't really like the 14 count because I need to use more thread to get to get the coverage I want. That's why Carousel is using 3 strands folded over, so 6 strands. The difference between medicine and poison is, I want to say 4 strands folded over, 4 or 5 strands folded over, just to get, and it's on 14 count, so just to get that coverage that I need. But other than that, I'm doing okay. My son is in San Antonio, as I said, so I get to talk to him. We talk more. than we have been. He's had his ups and downs, but I'm very proud of him. I love him to death. I'm very, very proud of him and what he's doing right now. Let me see, what else am I doing? Once I get the overhead camera set up, I will be getting out the metal puzzle that I showed you mid-year last year, I think, or closer. It may have been closer to the end of the year. It is a metal 3D puzzle of the Notre Dame. The Notre Dame Cathedral? I think that's what it's called. It's not the church. But yeah, it's Notre Dame. And so that'll be fun, but I'll need to use, I need to use an overhead with a close-up or something like that, a close-up, so you can see all what I'm doing with all the pieces, because they're like tiny. They're teeny tiny. The model itself's not really big. I bought me a 57 Chevy model, so the car, in the factory green. Let me see what else. I am still working on the Gnomes diamond art picture, and when I get a little bit more done, because I just have a small smidge in the corner done, I will get to that. I can't, I don't have the kind of setup that I want in order to keep my back from hurting when I'm working on things like that for long periods of time. I did have a board and I was sitting in my bed and doing it, but the Gnomes is a very large piece, and lots of colors, of course, because it is a really big piece, and so sitting with it on a board in my bed is not feasible. It doesn't work. So I will be doing a smaller one while I'm sitting in bed resting on the board, and then I'll be able to show you guys that progress. I just haven't decided which one I want to do yet. But right now I'm not doing anything really extra. I am working on my secret stitch, but I'm not really doing my crocheting. I have to have stuff for my playlist for crochet. But as far as like my gnome, the diamond art, or my beading, or anything else like that, I'm not really, even working on my junk journal here, I am not doing a whole lot of that because I have the business and everything else. I'm trying to focus a lot more on all of that, so that I can eventually be able to support myself. These videos are not monetized. That's another thing. I'm trying to figure out ways to build up the channels with the time and the resources that I have right now. And I love the fact that I have 120 viewers or subscribers. I have a lot more viewers than that, I'm sure, but 120 subscribers. But and there's no buts. I am so happy about every one of you being here. That being said, would I like some more of y'all? Yes, I would. Just being honest. But, it'll get there. I will get there. I am still enjoying myself. This is not a chore. I don't view it as a job, even though I probably should. But if it becomes a chore, then I won't be doing it anymore, because my life is too short. Life in general is too short to do things that you feel are a chore. I mean, work is work. Yeah, I understand, but do things that you enjoy doing. Otherwise, your life is going to be miserable. And a lot of people can relate to that statement. Yeah, I was going to say something else. Oh, I know there's been a huge backlash of stuff about AI and AI in the creative space, and I agree. AI cannot replace, or should not replace, human creators and art as a whole, especially in crochet and in cross stitch and in any of the fiber arts, as well as, just art in general. But we all know digital art was not welcomed originally either. Way back when you could start making art pieces on a computer rather than painting them with a brush and everything, people were not happy about that either. Now, AI generated art is not art to me. That's my opinion. It's not art to me. But AI does have its places, and you can rant and rave and boycott all you want, but companies are not going to stop using AI. They are more interested in that bottom dollar. They don't care that they're putting graphic artists out of work. They don't care that they're putting content creators out of work. They don't care that they're firing teams of people from marketing, or not even hiring marketing teams the way they used to, because they're using AI. They want that money. They want that bottom line. It's the same thing with data centers. Those people don't care if they ruin the environment as long as they make their money. They don't care if they hurt people or animals or anybody else as long as they make their money. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And with that, I will wish you all a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!